You're watching Tag TV.
Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Tuesday, the 31st of July. Heavy rains disrupt normal life in parts of India, cause flood-like situation. Afghan President Ghani meets first Vice President Dostum to discuss key issues. And more than 160 killed in Afghanistan's eastern province in past 3 months. And now for all the details. Heavy rains in India's capital New Delhi led to a flood-like situation as water level rose in Yamuna River on Tuesday. The rains this year have caused a waterlogging in parts of northern India where several houses are submerged in rainwater.
Incessant rains in Indian capital New Delhi led to flood-like situation as water level rose in Yamuna River on Tuesday. Authorities have swung into action as water level in Yamuna River rose significantly due to heavy rains flooding nearby areas. Authorities are providing makeshift tents with food and emergency medical services for the rescued people.
यमुना का पानी बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ चुका है, घरों में जाने लगा है, जो झुग्गी हेमाएं बनी हुई हैं उसमें पानी जा रहा है। हम लोग इसलिए निकल के बाहर आ गए ताकि जो है अपनी सुविधा अपने हाथ से कर सकें।
In northern Kanpur city, rains have led to waterlogging and traffic jams. Many vehicles shut down while others were half submerged, disrupting normal lives.
आप देख रहे हैं भाई सब कितना पानी है यहाँ पे, तो बहुत परेशानियों का सामना करना पड़ रहा है।
15 दिन से भी ज्यादा
15 दिन से ज्यादा हो गए इसे भरते हुए पानी को। नरे सांप टहल रहे हैं, इसमें हमारा बाहर निकलना भी मुश्किल है। दवाई भी नहीं ला पा रहे हम, और हर साल ऐसी भरता है। यहाँ 6 साल हो गए हमें रहते हुए।
Meanwhile, similar scenes were seen in India's northern Moradabad city where many houses of a colony were submerged with rainwater up to 7 to 8 feet. Excessive monsoon rains this year has affected many parts of India. Normal life has been thrown out of gear due to uncontrolled rise in water levels of various rivers.
3 personnel of India's paramilitary Central Reserve Police Force or CRPF were injured in a grenade attack by militants in Anantnag district of India's Jammu and Kashmir province on Monday. The incident came a day after a CRPF trooper was shot dead by militants in Pulwama district of the province.
3 Indian paramilitary force personnel were injured in a grenade attack by militants in Anantnag district of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province on Monday. Militants hurled a grenade at a vehicle of Central Reserve Police Force or CRPF in Sher Bhaga area, injuring the personnel. After the attack, militants fled the area where the incident took place. The injured were immediately taken to the hospital and the area was cordoned off to conduct searches. There has been a spate in militant activities recently in the province. The incident came a day after a CRPF personnel was shot dead by militants at his home in Pulwama district of the province. India accuses neighbouring Pakistan of infiltrating and arming militants across the border to spread unrest in the Kashmir Valley. Pakistan, however, denies the allegations.
Moving on, life is an everyday struggle for people in Pakistan-administered Kashmir, and people have to hit streets to demand even their basic rights. Recently, retired employees of a state-owned logging and sawmills corporation held a demonstration against non-payment of their pension and salaries, which have been withheld for past several months.
Beleaguered retired employees of Azad Kashmir Logging and Sawmills Corporation or AKLASC recently staged a protest in front of its office in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. A simmering anger against the establishment was visible amongst the former employees over non-payment of pending salaries and pensions by the public sector company. Protesters alleged that their salaries and pension fund has been embezzled by the corrupt officials.
हमारे पेंशनर जो है वो 550 के करीब हैं, उनके मामलात यकसू नहीं हो रहे हैं, लिव इनकैशमेंट के मामलात वहीं के वहीं पड़े हुए हैं, कम्यूटेशन के मामलात वहीं पड़े हुए हैं और हमें पेंशन इस तरह दी जाती है जिस तरह के एक एहसान के तौर पर जो है दी जाती है। 2-3 महीने जो है माह से वो पेंशन अदा नहीं की जा रही।
परेशान करने के बजाय इनको पेंशन की अदायगी की जाए। वज़ीर-ए-आज़म आज़ाद कश्मीर से हमने पहले भी अपील की थी कि जनाब वाला हमारे पेंशन अकाउंट को जिन लोगों ने तोड़ा है उनके खिलाफ कानूनी कार्रवाई की जाए, उनके खिलाफ पर्चा कराया जाए, उनसे पूछा जाए ये कि पेंशन का अकाउंट क्यों तोड़ा गया है। तो इस पर हमारी कोई दादरसी नहीं हुई।
The lives of people in the illegally occupied region are full of miseries as Islamabad doesn't pay any heed to their requests. Pakistan, which illegally annexed the region 6 decades ago, continues to deny basic amenities to the people.
In news from Afghanistan, Afghanistan's President Ashraf Ghani and First Vice President General Abdul Rashid Dostum on Monday held talks in Kabul on a number of key national issues. The meeting was the first high-level meeting between top leaders of National Unity Government in the past 13 months.
Afghan President Ashraf Ghani on Monday met First Vice President General Abdul Rashid Dostum in Kabul, where the two leaders exchanged views on a number of key issues pertaining to the country. Second Vice President Mohammad Sarwar Danish and Chief Executive Officer Abdullah were also present during the meeting, which marked the first high-level meeting between the four leaders of the National Unity Government in the past 13 months. According to a statement by Dostum's office, the leaders discussed issues related to elections, peace process, formation of the new coalition, and Kesar Police Chief Nisamuddin Kesari's case. Dostum returned to Afghanistan on July 22nd after spending more than a year in exile in Turkey over allegation of torturing and sexually abusing a political rival. Earlier this month, Dostum supporters had held a demonstration in Kabul city and demanded that the first vice president be allowed to return, or else they would boycott the election and form their own autonomous government.
And more on news from Afghanistan. Multiple blasts hit an area of Jalalabad city in Afghanistan's eastern Nangarhar province on Tuesday, followed by gunfire as gunmen attacked an area of shops and government offices. The area was cordoned off by security forces and clashes were still ongoing till the last reports came in. The attack came a day after health officials said at least 160 people have been killed in incidents of violence over the past 3 months in the province.
Health officials in Afghanistan's Nangarhar on Monday confirmed that at least 160 people have been killed and over 490 wounded over the last 3 months in deadly violence in the eastern province. Officials said majority of the victims have been civilians getting targeted in the armed attacks, explosions and criminal incidents, and that number of attacks in Nangarhar were more than in Afghan capital Kabul. Islamic State has claimed most of the attacks in the province even after repeated claims by the government and the United States on weakening their footprints in Nangarhar.
شپږ سوه او درې پنځوس تنه ټپیان او شهیدان د دغه پیښو نه راوړل شوي دي. شپږ سوه او درې پنځوس په جمله کې په حدود د 100 په شاوخوا کې د شهیدان لرو، متبقی دي زخمیان.
بعضی مسائلی هست که در اونجا با سلیقه‌های روان است، اما تا جایی که به اردوی ملی ارتباط داره در تمام ولسوالی هایی که قبلا تهدیدات متوجه دولت بوده ما عملیات کردیم.
Officials from the defense and international ministries claim defeat of the militant group's Islamic State in the province. But it has been proved wrong with the recurring attacks in the past few months, of which the recent was this week's complex attack on a midwife training center that lasted for over 5 hours.
Scores of Hindu devotees from across India are nowadays heading to Nepal as part of an annual pilgrimage in Shravan, the 4th month of the Nepali calendar. The Himalayan nation hosts thousands of devotees every year taking part in the month-long pilgrimage.
Hundreds of Indian pilgrims participating in the Bolbam Kavadiya, a month-long pilgrimage of flocking the famous Pashupatinath temple in Nepal's capital, Kathmandu. Nepal every year welcomes thousands of Indian pilgrims in the month of Shravan, the 4th month of Nepali calendar. The Himalayan nation, as part of the pilgrimage, sees saffron-clad devotees walking barefoot with pitchers of holy water from various water bodies filled in decorated sling known as kavars.
हम 60 लोगों का जत्था एक एमपी से चला है, जो 45 दिन की यात्रा पर सभी दूर घूमता हुआ यहाँ नेपाल की यात्रा पर आया है।
हर एक साल इस तरीके से नेपाल आते हैं या
नहीं, फर्स्ट वर्ष।
में आकर आपका कैसा लगा?
वो बहुत अच्छा लगा। यहाँ सभी व्यवस्थाएं अच्छी है, सब सुविधाएं हैं, यहाँ किसी प्रकार की कोई तकलीफ नहीं है। जैसा हमको बोला गया था कि वहाँ बाहर ऐसा होता है, परंतु यहाँ ऐसा कोई देखने को मिला नहीं। बहुत अच्छी यात्रा,
दर्शन भी अच्छे हुए।
दर्शन अच्छे हुए हैं, सब भगवान के दर्शन। जय भोलेनाथ।
Hindus in Nepal and India consider the entire month of Shravan to be the auspicious period to worship Hindu Lord Shiva. They believe that one's wishes get fulfilled by worshipping Shiva throughout Shravan, especially on Mondays.
Fishermen in India's southern Rameshwaram city on Tuesday expressed their discontent over the government's incompetence in securing a release of their boats detained by the Sri Lankan Navy. Fishermen from both the countries frequently stray into each other's territory and end up spending years in jails, and often their boats are also seized.
Country boat owners, mostly fishermen in India's southern Rameshwaram city on Tuesday, expressed their discontent over the government's incompetence in securing a release of their boats detained by the Sri Lankan Navy. The Sri Lankan Navy seized the boats of the fishermen on charges of poaching in the territorial waters of their island nation. The country boat owners claim that their cause has not been taken up by the authorities, who have only pushed on for the release of the mechanized boats.
அதை ஸ்ரீலங்கா நேவி பிடிச்சிட்டு போய் வச்சிடுறாங்க. அதை ரிலீஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு யாருமே அதை பொருட்படுத்த மாட்டாங்க. எல்லாரும் விசைப்படகத்தான் பெரும்பாலும் இது பண்ணி எடுத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஒரு நாட்டு படகுக்கு ஒரு 10 குடும்பம் 12 குடும்பம் பொழைச்சிக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. அதில் வேற இப்போ ஒரு நாட்டு படகு.
India shares an expensive oceanic border with Sri Lanka without any perceptible demarcation, and fishermen on both sides ignore rules while netting their catch. Sri Lanka has long fumed over poaching and illegal fishing by Indian fishermen that it says depletes the catch of its own fishermen.
In order to prepare players ahead of the 2018 Asian Games, a martial arts camp has been organized in Srinagar city of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. The camp has been training the participants in an Indonesian martial art form, aiming to improve their skills.
To prepare players ahead of the 2018 Asian Games, a martial arts training camp has been organized in Srinagar city of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. At the camp, around 80 players from over a dozen of provinces are being trained in Pencak Silat martial art, a full-body Indonesian martial art form which includes fighting by striking, grappling, throwing in as well the use of weapons. The camp aims at helping participants by improving their skills and making them stronger.
हम यहाँ पे 40 दिन का कैंप चला रहे हैं जो साई फंडेड है, और इसमें 16 डिफरेंट स्टेट्स के बच्चे हैं जो हमने 800 बच्चों में शॉर्ट लिस्ट करके 80 तक ले के आए हैं पिछले कंटिन्यूस 6 महीने में. अभी इनको 45 दिन का कैंप चल रहा है विच इज़ क्लोजली मॉनिटर्ड बाय साई एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया, और ये कैंप इनका यहाँ पे चल रहा है. वी हैव 3 डिफरेंट सेशंस. हमारे पास 2 स्पेशल कोचेस हमने मंगाए हैं इंडोनेशिया से, एक फाइटिंग के लिए और एक आर्टिस्टिक के लिए.
Sponsored by the Sports Authority of India, the camp is being held inside an indoor stadium. Coaches from Indonesia have also been roped in for training. The Jakarta Palembang 2018 Asian Games will be held in Jakarta from August 18 to September 2.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.